Welcome back. Well, we are going to take a very quick look at the camera on this video and how that affects how we view something and also time. So if you remember on the last video, we did per character 3D, and in this video, so it's I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So in this video, we're going to start with the word through, but I want to show you something interesting. Okay, so take a look at this. These are views. So notice the word through is right in front of the word camera, and it's also on top in terms of layering options. Let's look at where it is in 3dSpace. Okay, and I want you to notice something. I've enabled 3dSpace for this label, for this layer by clicking this box. So we have per character 3D here, and we have 3D for our word through. So we're not going to do per character 3D on this one, but we are going to do a 3D view. So this is the active camera, but let's look at it from the top. Okay, so in the top it shows us where each layer is in terms of placement. So here's the word through. I'm going to bring it forward, and I can look at it front view. And let's take a look at top, right, back, bottom. Let's look at custom view. So here it is in three-dimensional space. It's actually in front, physically in front of I can do all things. Okay, so we can have as many cameras as we want in After Effects, and we can use them to swoop through 3dSpace, and we can also use them to move things through 3dSpace and see that motion. Okay. So another thing that we can do is we can have more views than one, which is kind of nice when you're working with three-dimensional typography. Okay, so here's our custom view, our top view. I'm going to move back to our top view because what I'd like to do is move the word through so that it swoops through space. All right. Okay, so I am going to animate the position of the word through. So I'm going to add a keyframe right here, and I'm going to bring it forward. I could either bring it back and have it appear to disappear. So I'm going to add another keyframe there. So I'm going to grab these. I'm going to click on it. It's a little bit hard to click on. And there's the Y, there's the X, and then there's the Z axis. So if I move it on the Y axis, I'm moving it up and down. Move it on the X axis, I'm moving it forward. Move it on the Z-axis, I'm moving it backwards and forwards. So I'm having this move on the Z-axis all the way from left to right on the screen for now. Okay. And I'm also going to have it rotate. I'm going to move back here. I'm going to have it rotate on the, not the Z-axis, but the Y-axis. So I'm going to start it at a rotation of, not number of rotations, but number of degrees. Let's say 45 degrees. There it is. Actually, I'm going to do minus 45. That's how I want it to go, because I want it to go through space like this. Okay, and I'm just going to grab the line of this animation and drag it so that it appears to be going through I can do all. So I can do all things through, and that's going to zoom through space and disappear. And then we're going to add Christ who strengthens me. So let's go back to the active camera and let's take a look at what we have. Do all things. Now this is going to be super slow, and it's going to have to fade in too because that looks very awkward. Okay, all right, that's fine, except that what we need is for this to start out with an opacity of 0. It's going to get to an opacity of 100% pretty quickly here, and then it's going to fade off as it goes through space. So by the time we reach the end of our animation, it's back down to 0. Okay, now let's look at that slow RAM preview again. Slow, 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 but it is fading out and it's going back through space. All right, let's watch it again, and I'm going to change one more parameter. Okay, so the word through, I think I would like to start it further forward. So I'm going to take the camera and I'm going to look at the top view. There it is. And I'm going to move it further forward so that it really zooms in. Okay, let's look at our active camera. All right, so and we also, if you noted, there's a Bezier curve there, so it's going to do a little bit of swooping. Not quite enough. I'm going to do something easy here. I want the word through to go from big to small, so I could do that with the camera, or I could do it really simply with scale. So I'm going to start everything at, let's try 200%. And I'm going to, actually, do I have an extra keyframe there? I have an extra keyframe at position. And then as it starts to fade out, I'm going to place a keyframe again at scale, and I'm going to have it scale 0%. So it's going to swoosh through and disappear. Okay, here's our slow RAM preview. Okay, watch it one more time, and there's one other thing I want to change. I want to have this transformation occur at the same time. So as you can see, this is the timing of when it appears on screen. I'm going to bring that through so that it begins at 0 seconds. Okay, so I would like to tweak that a little bit more, but I think you get the idea. What I'd like is for the word through to appear to be going through. I can do all things. So I just have to tweak the timing of that, and then I've got it made. All right, thanks for watching.